Hi everyone, Module 4, Lesson 12 homework. So the objective of this homework and of this lesson is to recognize lines of symmetry for given two-dimensional figures. You have to identify the line symmetric figures and draw the lines of symmetry. So you have to know if a figure has lines of symmetry or does not, and how many, and draw those lines. Now, please look back at your problem set because it will help you. And what we did today is we actually put paper on top of the shapes and traced them and then cut them out. And we tried to fold them to see how many ways we could fold them so that they were mirror images, that they matched perfectly. And that's how you can tell if it's symmetrical. So that is a strategy to use. So for number one, you're going to circle the figures that have a correct line of symmetry. So for this shape, if it is folded on this line, yes, those two halves will match. So yes. Now, if we fold this shape along this line, no, this triangle is not the same as this quadrilateral because this is a triangle and this is a quadrilateral. Now, if we fold a heart on this dashed line, yes, these two sides are identical. So that yes. And for this, see, if we had the line of symmetry here, it would be symmetrical. But if you fold it along this line, this half circle does not match this shape. Now, for number two, we're going to find and draw all lines of symmetry for the following figures and write the number of the lines of symmetry. So again, we can trace this shape and try to fold it. But because we know only the top line segment and the bottom line segment are parallel, the left and right are not parallel, then if we fold it along this way, these two halves, this is split in half perfectly. So there's one line of symmetry. Now a square, there are so many ways to fold them. So you can cut out a square and try to fold it, but we can fold it along this line or along this line. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And there are 4 sides. Now, how many sides are here? 1. Is this an octagon? If this is an octagon, chances are good that it's going to have 8 lines of symmetry. But again, you can trace this, cut it out, and fold it, and fold it, and fold it, and fold it. Now, this is a regular octagon, meaning that all the sides, all the line segments are equal, and all the angles are equal. So that is another reason why it has 8 lines of symmetry. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a hexagon. Now, this you have to rotate and turn. But again, you can trace it and then fold it, cut it out and fold it. So from here to here, but if you rotate it, you will get 5 lines of symmetry. This, no line of symmetry. This, no line of symmetry. The arrow. You can fold it this way or this way. 2 lines of symmetry. This crescent moon, 1 line of symmetry, and this half circle, 1 line of symmetry. Again, cut them out, fold them. Now you're going to complete these figures. And what I did was, to make them symmetrical, I counted. So I know that this is 1, 2 across. So I knew it had to be 2 across. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4. It has to be identical. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if it's folded here, perfect match. For this, I know that this was 1, 2 and a half. Oops, I don't think I did this exactly. 1, 2 and a half. So this should be over a little bit. And then here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this should be the same length as this. And then this should be shorter. I made this too long. It should only be 1, 2 and a half. So it should be 1, 2, and so this should be shorter to here. And then connect. Okay. I counted 1, 2, 3, boom. Right? So 1, 2, 3, boom. So I made sure that these lines were the exact same length and there was the same distance. So 1, 2, 3, and a little bit. 1, 2, 3, and a little bit. Same thing for this. 1, 2, 3 and half. 1, 2, 3 and half. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I connected it. So I believe this is the last problem, and it says, is there another shape that has the same number of lines of symmetry as a circle? And no, because a circle, you could fold that an infinite number of lines. I mean, you could make like so many lines of symmetry. But every other shape has a finite number of lines. So the circle is the only shape that has an infinite number of lines of symmetry. Okay, so I know I did that pretty quickly, but you have to use the strategies that we used in class. So tracing, cutting out, and trying to fold to find lines of symmetry. So great job, and I'll see you tomorrow.